clarinet fans, Kathy Williams-Devries here, bringing you the 6th video in my series on the 32 Rose Etude mini masterclasses. I feel a bit of a dope actually, because yesterday I recorded a mini masterclass on the 5th and not actually realising that I had already recorded it back in late January. So silly me. I find this etude very clever, very helpful in terms of different kinds of articulation and sort of arpeggio work as well. Because the very apparent even from the first bar. And then after the repeat zone. So you're working both on three things: articulation, your arpeggios, and also sort of rolling from an F sharp to an A. See how I just roll? I mean, I'm hardly moving my fingers at all. You don't want to leave them down there, because that's what you'll get. And I'm just going to turn my air conditioning on. So, what I recommend, and I'm going to take you through how I would practice it. I actually have a video on it from the other day where I started at 60. But what I'll do today is I'll start at 72 and gradually work the metronome up. But I think also it helps to lean a little bit on the first note of several of the chords. I mean, it's up to you what you want to get out of this particular etude. Note that I'm also using one of those Leger plastic reeds, which, you know, I really like the sound of. So, what we're going to do is start at 72 and gradually work our way up. That's fun. Okay, so this is at 72. So what I would do is I would keep as much of it as possible in the right hand. So the B's, the C sharps, see if you can keep them in the right hand. And also very clear ta, ti ta, ti ta, because the tonguing changes in every bar. So in the first bar it's slur 3 tongue 1, and then bar 2 we are slurring 2 notes but off the beat. Third bar 2 slurred 2 tongued, and then from then 2 slurred. Now here in the second line, again emphasise the first note of the semiquavers. Now from the C to the F sharp you should be able to get down to a side F sharp, or sorry, side E sharp to go to the F sharp. So always changing articulation. For the C sharp in the second line, I actually prefer the left hand one. And the articulation's changing all the time. Because here we're tonguing for, slurring for, tonguing for. Now we're slurring the whole bar, 3 slurred, 5 tongued, 4 note slurs, 3 slurred, 1 tongued. Really, really good workout. I would use the side F sharp there. So that if we play it all the way through, gradually you'd work that speed up to say about 80. Should work out breathing here too. So then we whack it up to 88. So that working it up further to 100 starts making more sense now. Okay, so that's the first part of the piece up to the first repeat sign. Let's take it back at 72, but the way I suggest you practice it is in bits. This is what I personally do. Okay, so the next bit, it's a roll, just a very, very gentle. So if we take it back to 72, and the articulation is a little bit more stable now, 3 slurred at 1 staccato. And make sure that the thumb's out of the road on the B flat. So here, make sure that the thumb's off. Here you want to get a really smooth connection between the B and the B. And of course in this bar between the C sharp and the A sharp. So what we do is we gradually move it up. So I'm going to actually move it up a little bit slower, just in increments of 4. And again, you want a really, really good connection with the C sharp. You want to very, very strong connection. So we then wake it up to 80. And this is repeated too in the, I actually do play the repeat. Yeah, so we're gradually moving it up. Sounds a little bit weird, doesn't it? But it's the way it's written. Yeah, it does sound, but I'm sure the notes are correct. And I like using this B actually. And then let's just speed this up a little bit, wake it up to 88. Really, really smooth pressing air here. I've sort of said this to one or two of my students. Yeah, so one or two of my students that the air has to kind of be like, this has to be like, well in my case it is a spare tyre because I'm so overweight, but think of it in terms of the bagpipes. You see I've got a lovely, lovely big bag for my bagpipes, but you need to keep up that constant pressure. So we're up to 96. Okay, now the next thing comes right back to the beginning again. So I'm gonna actually keep it at 100 at 88. And again use that side F sharp. And again really push through there. And then we come back to sort of a little bit of what we were doing in the repeated section. Really big breath there. So let's actually take it up to 100 so that this last section, again you've got the rapidly changing articulations, although they seem to sort of calm down in the third last line or so. Again use that side F sharp. So use this B natural. So use this left hand C so you can get to the D sharp. Oops. natural, but you do have to change quickly in order to get under the G. So that's the Etude. Let's see if I can rip it out at 108 for you. I mean, it says Allegro. I think 108 is quite good. So so I managed to do that at a relatively quick tempo. I probably wouldn't take it much faster than that. So yes, that is the 6th of the 32 Rosé Etude mini masterclasses. Be sure to check out roséclarinetetudes.com where this video will be on, as well as all of my other ones. So I hope you got something out of that. Thanks for listening, and bye for now.